Good morning everyone. How doing, guys? How doing? Cheers. A bit late this morning. I had this idea of making a elementalist in ESO with some subclass. Maybe in the future we'll do some more ESO. We've done it before. Let me see. I think everything's okay. I think everything's well. Let's make sure I don't have anything useless things activated. Yes, indeed. That can go. That can go. Good. All the resources for streaming. Let's go. So this time I did not farm a whole ton of things before I continued because, well, we already have all things. All we need is science stuff, for which I want to bring you along. Big stretch, big stretch. So we're still in our circle. Flying saucer thing. It looks nothing like a saucer, but it does its thing. It does do its thing. So I think, yeah, we were over here. We just found a new system over here. We're about to explore all the other flingers where they would go. So let's see where we go. We end up being. We have all the materials for a dreadnought. For the dreadnought bridge. However, we do not have enough science for it. So let's unlock some of that, shall we? A broken bark. Oh yes, please. You may not have protection from us at any price now. Okay, so there was only one option for becoming friends with them. That's fine. And from now forth, they will always be resources. We got a teleportation. Let's head over there. So apparently, it was a time limited event to become friends with these guys. Which I did not do, no. And it's a normal portal. It was good to have some enemies so you can get more resources from them. Although, even though at some point you don't need resources from them. Wait, hello? Oh, that is my friend. Hello, friend. Don't really need. Well, we could use stuff, but I'm not sure what we need right now. With Skamug, a good friend. So we have some aluminum. I think mostly we want to get more of is neutronium. But he sells it. We can sell it for a good price. We cannot buy it for a good price, so I don't want to buy it from him. He uses yttrium as a currency. Nothing really I want from here, so... I mean, I do need to get myself a good amount of iridium. But we already have a decent amount. And it's not the best price ever, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Not today, Whiskamoog. Dramatic mountains formations are the result of an unusually hard rock that precipitated out of seawater when much of this planet was submerged. Ensign Prix explains, but the detected anomaly is artificial, a heavily reinforced door leading into the side of a cliff. As the team approaches, they are greeted by a hologram projection. This is the impenetrable fortress of the legendary Whiskamoog. Turn back or be obliterated, unless you are Whiskamoog, in which case please speak in the 64-digit passcode. We don't have a passcode. I forgot the passcode. Is that for... Yes. Again, you may reset the passcode by supplying the following facts about your exploits. How many legions of pirates did you defeat while protecting the sacred oasis of the helpless? Maximum, of course. Where did Whiskamoog disarm a devout cathedral with a single salvo? This sounds most interesting. Someone's eye. Finally, what is the secret name of your legendary steed? The secret name? The Thelonian, I guess. That's what I would guess. At least one of your answers was incorrect. The true Whiskamook is immortal and has nothing to fear. Anyone else has until this message completes to flee. With a brief warning, the team was able to avoid an annihilation, but not without significant injuries. That's kind of cool. That, yes, Whiskamooks. Yeah. Whiskamook's fortress, saving clues. That's something I really think is awesome. We do need to get in there at some point, but maybe not now. At the moment, Whiskamook is our friend. At the moment. And actually, I kind of like to keep it that way. Can we talk to Whiskamook himself? Will he say something about this? No, I just want to trade, that's all he does. Okay. I never found Whiskamook's home planet before. Or his fortress. I'd like to know where I can find information about Whiskamook. Of course, Whiskamook himself is very proud, but he doesn't really say much about himself. So we need to find the tales of Whiskamook and copy them if we find them. Pretty anomalous here. Some puny enemies. Yeah, scouts. An Empire-era land sits in the dusty halted ruins of a primitive settlement. It's a rare report that there hasn't been complex life here in centuries, if not longer. Within the lander, the team finds a collection of polyfilm textbooks, unfortunately far too degraded to make sense of. They also discover a strange visor connected to a databank. Again, are we gonna put alien stuff in our brain again? Ensign believes the device is a neural trainer, likely used to bring the Empire's more remote administrators up to speed in certain key skills. It might be possible to calibrate for human brains. Wait a second for that. First I want to know what our skills are. We are wounded. We are wounded, but only Kepler has some problems still with the skill. The rest is kind of okay. Print screen this. I want to make sure we have that ready. Get me a paint. There it is. Bah. Save as. Let's see. Space, and this will be. Stream game of skills, yes indeed. Good. Have it to the side of me as well. So now we know what we want to train. So we do have some okay skills in that one. In Biomat. So let's see what we can do. The lander, yes. So Rhea, let's see if Rhea can fix that with a minus 10%. So are we lucky? No, we're not. And Rhea is fluxumed by the esoteric interface. Perhaps with some more time or experience might make more sense. Unfortunately, can't do this right now. Actually, can I instantly do that? The answer is yes. We need to return to station or advancement. Okay, that's fine. We do have a teleportation station not too far here, so we could try it out. Fully recovered, nice. Now where are we now? We've been there. Been to 0, 0, there's nothing there. I did test it out. Actually, I'll leave 0, 0 there. We do have a star over here, and we do have another. This will probably go over there. Because it's aimed that direction. I will go here. This white star. Also, what's our science right now? Only 70 points. We need 600 points or something to get to unlock the new hull. Sorry, bridge, no hull. There. I never found Whiskamoose Place. That's kind of cool. Also, these guys were not on this side of the galaxy last time I saw them, so some things have changed. I'm not sure if it's RNG. Or it's actually just a place I didn't find before. Would be kind of cool if all universe are a bit different. I should have gone for this one. Archive databank. Transport land has been transformed to a makeshift laboratory/habitat. Interior walls have been crudely cut open to make room for a large device, centered around a compact black sphere connected to an array of computers. As the lander only has life support for a single being, this refurbishment must have taken quite a while. The distraction was a databank for archive text. Judging from the biomonitoring equipment filling the rest of the lab, Ensign guesses it's some sort of medical device. We're gonna try to test the device. It's okay. The device is a selective neural retrainer. Using a medium-range psi field, it enhances neural plasticity, allowing for quickly retraining skill sets while preserving experimental memories. While the design is solid, the black sphere has a small hairline fracture. Since it is clearly an integral component, Rio thinks it would be dangerous to activate this device. It could produce harmful, even lethal effects to anyone within range. We can replace the black sphere with the one we got from the pyramid, because we got one from the pyramid. The procedure turns out to be a challenge given the sphere's unusual amnesic properties. Oh yeah, of course, it was a sphere that made you forget that it was near you, yeah. Eventually it's resolved by having Ensign Rhea return to the lander and radio instructions to Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan. Yes. With the device repaired, Ensign Rhea is certain it's now safe to activate. Activate the device. Crew skill points have been reset to their starting values and unspent points refunded. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So now we can retrain our crew. That's kind of cool. What do we want? Also they're level 1 again? No, we can restore all skill points. That's nice. Okay, Gerrit is gonna be amazing. 10 there. I have 40 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. So 8 in all would work. I could make them all 10. Confirm that. Confirm. Gonna be 1 short this way. Riaz Biomed. Yes. Then I care least about this, I think. I want my engineer to be proper. I think I can just do them all. Your astro science. Yes, then I have 8 correct. Okay. And then devout cultist gets tactics. Confirm. So now they're all really good at their skill, their base skill. I have no people who can do all things. I do have to make sure I got one with a few more skills, but that's fine. This is kind of cool. Of course, a print screen, a new skill set. We've now new skills. Good, good. Let's see, that's all nice. Yeah, that's good. I can use that. So now far more specialized. That might help us. I'm not sure it allows us to go to Wiskamuk though. Also, let's see, cargo, we got this thing, the archived databank. Most fairly pedestrian military strategy guides, as well as a well-worn collection of epic poems, including the further advanced adventures of Wiskamuk. Hello, Wiskamuk. I wish you could actually know the things, but you know, I don't. It makes sense, because he is, well, in the vicinity. Nothing there. Can we keep resetting our skills? Because the survey incomplete. A very small colony thrives above the sole ecofile on this otherwise arid planet. Tapped by an open well, creating a lush oasis. For its size, the colony has become impressively defenses. Has some impressive defenses. A full battery of very old but functional plasma cannons track the survey lander as it descends. Despite the weaponry, the colonists are friendly enough. After some pleasantries, they explain their robust security. According to legend, an adventurer named Wiskamuk staggered here after defeating 1,100 legions of space pirates nearby. 1,100 legions. 1112, okay. We're gonna copy this. This is important. Print screen. This is about Wiskamuk. You want this? Information. Need more space on the thing. Oh. I missed it all. So that's Wiskamuk. I need to recopy the skills again, apparently. According to legend, an adventurer named Wiskamuk staggered here after defeating 1,100 legions of space pirates nearby. Weak and confused, he was given shelter and water until he could recover. In gratitude, he gave the colony some advanced weapon systems. That's what he does. That is Wiskamuk. I don't know about the Wiskamuk part, but the weapons look to be from the late Imperial period. Ultra high precision manufacture, but designed to be maintainable in a practical setting. Sounds good. Now about this crew skills. Need some more space. There we go. And this is information on Wiskamuk. So this I need to. And this is the crew skills again. Save file anew. There we go. And this will call save as. Story of Wiskamuk. Good. Okay, information gathered. I assume there is more to it then. So this... Can we keep doing that, I wonder? I mean, don't need to right now, but that would be interesting if we can respec for skills we can't focus, we can't win otherwise. Yeah, we can. So that means I should do that. Respec facility. I think we're pretty good now. Let's go back and see if we can use the flinger to bring us back to here, which I assume we find more about Whiskamook. I think we'll find all the answers here. So we have 100 and 1,100 pirates were defeated by Whiskamook. Whiskamook, the legendary hero. This one over here as well. We couldn't finish that one because we failed, I believe, right? I want to know if the respec counts. I don't think it will. Because it said either go back to base or go to or level up. Settlement. Yeah, I have to go back to station. That's fine. I mean, we have no better skills at it, so that's good. It doesn't go there. In a shallow rocky cove on this oceanic world, the team finds a sunken box. Inside are bars of pure gold. The treasure is an enigma. There are no signs of current or past civilizations on the planet. Just someone's stash, I guess. Just someone's stash. This plant has a second smaller core of nickel iron, close to its primary core. My guess is that merged with a small moon during formation, but the potential energy difference was not enough to break up either. Some more science, we need that. Go quickly past the star. Okay, that goes back to where we came from, that's fine. 60 hauler. I think we need to talk to these guys well, but I want to go back to the one star we haven't been to yet. If I can actually... it didn't. There we go. It doesn't really turn well. This one seems closest. There are a few more questions that we need to settle. We know with 120 or 112, we don't know anything. Oh, there is a station there. Cathedral Rack. Oh. I mean, I should go to this plant first. It's closest. Go in order, go in order. No need to go to the wrong side first. Ah. And there's actually something here. Vincent Briggs notes that several million years ago, this frozen planet experienced an unusual warm period. During this period, a short-lived civilization progressed to the equivalent of our late Iron Age. They were more advanced in some areas, leading to the production of some titanium artifacts, some of which survive till today. Well, they no longer survive, because now they're materials for me. Are you aggressive towards me? You are not. That's good. This derelict devout cathedral shows sign of heavy battle damage. Weapon, power and life supports may have been knocked out within minutes. The attacker took the weapons and vital ship systems, but left behind some valuable salvage. I assume it's Wiskamug. They also left behind some calligraphic graffiti. The heroic Wiskamug strips the cultist cathedral of its arms to give to alms those in need. Yes, he gives the way. This is a story about Wiskamug, so we print it. Not sure if we need it, but here we have it. The mighty Wiskamug story gets bigger and bigger. Very good. I can destroy it, but I don't see the reason for it. We got enough materials. Two decaying radio antennae are all the remains of the X-Reg second observatory. According to the signage translation, the rest has been buried or swept away by desert. The desert at least left some aluminum framing behind. Indeed. I do want to go quickly fly over there, just in case there is some kind of plant hiding over there. I mean, actually I should go left to right here, but you know. Are we fast enough on this ship? I think we are okay speed. Don't think we're amazing speed. Yeah, 200. It's not bad. I mean, there is no nebula around here, but just want to check it out. Yeah, 280. Acceptable. Acceptable. That's a fortress. There's a trainer. That will give us skill points though. Oh, hello. Another autonomous dispatch device. An interaction with my question mark. A bright young academic who concluded a half cycle at Creta. He agreed with Degorian's assessment that the test group really displayed a new intuition for the question mark. With several testable and proven insights, question mark. He found her excitement and devotion to the project quite infectious and expressed a desire to return for a full cycle. The data contains a number of curious geometric puzzles that seem to hint at a hidden meaning I can't quite grasp. It's something we should actually give to our at the station. And we got an outbreak. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the ends, as we do. Ads in progress. Have some music. And the ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. The travel continues. We already found one thing, so that's good. I do want to do the same thing, actually, just cross the entire thing here, just because... Oh, wait, actually... Hello, another one. It's another burst relay station with a message fragment in its matrix. The recoverable fragments of the message translate as Rotation 173. Would not have survived this long without the sand brains leaving food, and entrance is barely visible to the west. This relay is malfunctioning. It is designed to override its receiver telemetry where the message arrives, but failed to do so. I've noted the location where the message came from. Oh, that's good. We just saw that. Where did it come from? Over there. Okay, now we found something. Explore. Now the sand brains are what the academics call the academics who actually fled in time before the Devout became so dangerous. They fled to some kind of sand place. And they called them sand brains because they fled, and others were like, oh, you don't need to flee, it's fine. And it was not fine, they all got wiped except the ones who fled. So yeah, the sand brains. Apparently they kept another alive as well. Kind of interesting, I went around here, I didn't see any of this. So your detection is not that big, usually. I mean, this star is. Probably because it's a pretty bright star. These are pretty dark orange stars. Hard to see, so I couldn't see it from over this location. I was around here and didn't see any of these. So flying around does merit. The team landed in a small clearing on the edge of a vast forest that spans much of the planet's temperate region. Biosignatures are so strong and diverse, it's not immediately clear what stripped the anomaly detection algorithm, but the signal was quite strong, and now we have a plus 20 because we got a lot of skill in it. 50% skill up when we get 10 points in it, that's kind of insane. After a long and sweaty trek through the thick forest, the team reaches a nearly impenetrable patch of trees. Analysis of the chemistry reveals they extract titanium from deep mineral deposits to reinforce their branches. Titanium trees, okay. Starcom has documented other xenoflora that use metals to enhance their structure, but these have developed a remarkable ability to transport minerals from deep below the surface in an acidic solution. That would be kind of handy if you want to do some mining and stuff. Plant some trees and harvest the branches. And we got a portal. That means we got a. That means we should have a pyramid too here. And we do. The pyramid on this world is disappearing into the thick jungle and blends in well with the low volcanic mountains that surround it. It also shows signs of an orderly evacuation. The team searched for a nearby observation point in hopes of recovering some chirolite without success. But several kilometers west of the structure, St. Kepler spots an overgrown structure. As a perk sets the lander down. Soon after approaching the ruins, they are approached by what was at first glance appears to be a devout who beckons them. But as Gerrit observes, they lack the ritual markings, so the team warily follows the alien inside a cave-like dwelling within a buried empire structure. Others of the same species are present, and Gerrit erects a hollow feet to pincushion. Welcome, alien beings. It has been over 3 generations since visitors have come. We're out of practice in the art of hospitality. As you can see, we're not overly encumbered with summoned objects, but still retain the wisdom of our ancestors, which we gladly share. I think these are the heretics or the academics originally. Your speaking enhancement is difficult for me to understand. I believe you refer to the believers and academics? Yes. This distinction did not exist when we left. We only learned of it from later visitors. Our ancestors saw the cracks forming in the Empire. It was clear to them that the magic would soon be lost. Those who still depend on it would die. They unlearned their spells and relearned new ones. You look a lot like a devout. And the heretics, I assume? Well, the Empire called many kind children. All were the heirs of magical practice. There was no exclusion. Any could be found in any. When we left, we had tusk-faced, fur fighters and many more. But the kind preferred the magical studies by custom. If you've abandoned magic, what wisdom do you offer? There is much to know beside the fickle magic of Empire. We can teach you the patiently learned knowledge of the heavens, the subtleties of life, or the patterns of nature. It is the custom of our hospitality. Let's grab the skills back here. Let's make sure we save this one. Open. Does it open? Opens only one. Yes. Let's see. Okay, there's my. No, that's the other skills. Dang it. Crew skills. That's also incorrect. Dang it. Okay. At least I know the names. This is. Oh. Don't know why I didn't. Ah, there we go. I got it. Shrinking. Yes. So what we have. Make sure you can see it all. There we go. So this is our command crew here, and we got these skills over here. So what we can learn, ends and perks. That is, let's see, that's the middle one. That is actually that's the 1, 2, 3, 4th, the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. She can get extra Astro, so they get extra for their specialty. Astro would give us more resources and chance to find relics. Observation is interesting because we find more things. And Biomed is healing and stuff. For instance, Rhea, which then very likely is going to be the third. Yeah, that's the third. So their specialty gets a +2 basically. I think the strongest thing to take for us would be observation, Seymour. Or we could go for indeed Astro to get more things we find. I don't really care about the biomed. So finding things or better detection. I think go finding things. Better things. Yeah, that's good. We'll take that. The tutorial is intense and brief. Surprisingly, it consists mostly of guided meditation. But the results speak for themselves. After returning to Starcom aptitude protocol, scores are significantly improved. I have to admit, the Sandbrains learned something from staring at the sky for several generations. Yeah, and now we have even more skills. There, we get now 12 in Astro Science here. That's pretty awesome. Increase the expected value of a resource store by 15%, so we get better stuff basically. And if we can research this, every crew with at least 2 Astro moderately increase the probability of finding artifact drops. But that's most efficient when there's more people having the skill at 2. We could get Kepler 1 more point at some point. They all have 1 point in something else, so maybe. We do have, in 3 points we have the final level to go. So we might make that in 2. So we can use the artifact spotter here for at least 2 people. Probably. Like, we'll see. Anyway, we got another portal we'll go through in a bit. We can at least activate it. activate the portal. Curious where it will bring us. No anomalies. So we haven't seen a star around here. Okay. Portal time. Actually, let's do a save here. We've done a lot of things actually. Now technically I could use all skills to make one person a super guy. It would be kind of funny actually to make Gerrit amazingly awesome or something. We've been here before. It is okay, we're here. Yeah. So jumped from over there to over here. With a little bit of violence, yes. Very nice. So how's our cargo looking? We got a little bit of research. We need more though. We're not good enough yet. So So this is for Wisconsin. We need to level up for this one. Or we need to go back to base. Let's go back to base, see what we can do there. Maybe we can find some more information. And see if we can get some of those missions done. Oh, look at her. She did change the design. Yeah, no longer as a shield. This design I remember, with a little bit more guns on it, but she did lose her shield though. Interesting. And a lot of forward-facing cannons there. Oh, I should actually talk to her. She might have something new. Nothing new. Check. Middleton, you have some materials for us. Titanium. Cool. And we require 600 for that, so that's not gonna happen for a while. This is all done, for at least what we can do. Engines done as far as we know. We can still do some in plasma. Requires a lot of points though. Reactors are fine. I don't care about batteries. So we can get citizen recovery. Crew members with at least one biomet increase battle station recovery speed by 10%. That would mean that our battle station recovery means we get our heal faster. 10% per crew member. That's pretty awesome. Plasma fire support. Plasma turret accuracy by 10% and plasma fire rate by 5% for every crewman with one tactic. That's nice. I mean, 10% quite good. Each command member with at least one observation, increase max viewport range. I don't really care about this one. I'll probably take it at some point, but don't really need it. Crew at least 5 engineering has a chance to save the ship from catastrophic damage at great personal peril. So if we're about to die, we might not die by sacrificing someone's HP. Every crew with at least 2 Astro moderately increase the probability of finding artifact drops. I do like to find more artifacts. Skill beyond 2 provide no additional benefits. We do need 2 points for it though. That is kind of a downside. That's kind of a big investment. Deep search. That's for the ships in a different system. I haven't focused too much on fixed guns. And for now I'm gonna leave that. Havoc, missiles, fighter drones. Fighter drones are kind of cool, but we need a lot of research to make them good. Lasers, what's this? Decrease the time for acquiring and beginning firing. Same. So fast laser. I could do shields actually. I don't have shields yet. Could be quite big. It's a lot of research though before we can go into the Dreadnought, but I think actually shields are interesting. Let's do shields. I like those. I think they're really powerful. Induction. Energy cost of shields recharging. Slows the discharge side, that's good. Can keep it up longer, that's nice. Now if I want to shield this, we already have a bit more energy used than we can handle. Let's toss these 3 out, because for shields we need quite a big space. Not sure that's enough. It is. There we go. Then we get energy weapons, plasma MK2s. There and there. They'll probably overheat here, but once you look at the power, it's a lot better actually. We only lost 1 turret for it. I mean, the heat is probably going to be an issue. And the orange, yes. I could exchange these 2 here for vents, reinforced ones. I think these are the best vents you can have actually. Which should lower them to at least orange or even yellow. Nice. Now we have shield technology. Good. Now we only lost 1 turret for it, which I kind of think is fine. And the power is enough so we don't even have power problems anymore either. So I think this is pretty good. We have more space. I could actually expand this a bit to install more things on this. So what do we want on it? I think I could exchange this for another weapon, for example, because it's still attached to that thing. So let's replace you with a turret there. That shoots that. That should still be fine in heat. I could put a small one down here. MK1, for example. This will go over power limit though. I would like to put another energy in, a reactor. That we can do. Move this one further down. And do the same thing over here. We don't have enough Kerolite, do we? We don't. Titanium is not an issue. So if I take some Kerolite, I can do that. But we don't have that right now. So let's put this one back in. Actually, put it in the same as he's going to be. So it's easy to change. You go back there then. You become another turret. Power is fine. I could put another small turret here. Actually, I could put a big turret here as well if I want to. Will it overheat? The answer is no. Power-wise, we're good. I can change this one for a big one as well. Because the level 2s are way better than the tab 1s. Oh, we can't afford it. We are lacking yttrium. Okay. It's then gonna be 2 simple ones then, I guess. There. Same size. So now we have shields. We have more firepower. We have more energy. Yeah. Hey, Gameplay, good morning. How you doing, mate? I've started feeling me pretty good, actually. Getting better and better. Getting stronger and stronger. We still have 25... I could put a whole shield in front of this. And I mean not a shield, I mean a bulkhead layer. Why not? This is all just deflectors. So can I make this armored? It's gonna look a bit weird. Yeah, I'm just messing around with my ship, make it better, make it cooler. We found a lot of information about Whiskamoog, which is kind of fun. We need armor. I got triple deflect, so these have the wrong angle, which is pretty annoying. You see this angle? Yeah, not a great one. Although I could use that, I guess. use that. And to get another one, we can't do more because we're out of iridium. Yeah, out of iridium, okay. I mean, it's some protection, I guess. We have full deflectors. How many of these can we fit on? Not many, because once again, iridium. So that's not gonna work too much. We do have the double deflectors, we have triple deflectors, medium deflector, we have front deflector. If we combine this, it's gonna be a front deflector over here somewhere. Can I get some bulkheads maybe? It's probably gonna be there. Follow this angle, this line, and it should be that we fit a piece of armor, front armor on here. That should be aligned with those two. So I'm just gonna put some bulkheads in. At least there's some protection in that way. They have to shoot through bulkheads before they get to the reactors, before they get to my bridge. Which is better not having that, I think. Yeah. And we still have a good amount of slots left, so kind of okay with it. We need some yttrium, we need some iridium, we need some yttrium. Oh, put something away, we don't want to put away. This is a exhaust vent, but there's nothing to exhaust, so that goes away. Lateral thruster. Same thing here, because I don't think that will do anything else. We don't have a lateral thruster over here. Want a bit more maneuverability on my ship. It's not overheating. Good. Very good. The wings are where they should be. I could put another laser on if I want to. It's probably going to overheat though. Put it there. And this will get over peak draw. This will get or energy too low, so we can't do that yet. When I can put another power plant over here, we can maybe do that, but not yet. Not yet. For now this works though. For now this works. We got a shield. Good. I'll take it. It's no longer saucer, right? What do we call it now? Work in progress. Work in progress, yes. The nose, I guess. Hey, Brindle. I also get to turn my shields on. I also, man. I also. But actually, I put it on a special button. You can easily get it. And as you can see, it drops now very fast. But if you get your skills very high up, your shield will barely drain at all. So you can keep it up basically at all times. So you don't really have to worry too much about them if you get some more skills in them. Have you found Whiskamook, by the way? Because I never found Whiskamook's home base, but now we did. Speaking of, we need to go back to this place here. And maybe to Whiskamook himself. Let's go to Whiskamook first and see if we can crack the code on his base. I never knew you could actually find Whiskamook's home base. I thought he was just flying around in his chariot. Or on a steed all the time. Never expect him to have a fortress. The hologram. We forgot the passcode. Yes. So how many legion of pirates did you defeat while protecting the sacred oasis of the helpless? Well, that's 112 we know now. Where did Whiskamook disarm a devout cathedral with a single salvo? We just flew past that. I didn't know to where it was exactly, but we've been there. So don't know the location. I know it's not the eye. Let's put Onyx 3 in, it's probably wrong. What's the secret name of your legendary steed? Good question. Prancer. Nope, we're wrong. And we got a lot of damage. Yep, run away. Also we got some enemies. Sorry, some free loot. Shields up. Ah. And now using the big ships against me, which is not gonna help them. Because I am power. So we got a cathedral. What was right there? Also, we need to go through this system as well to get our... actually, we just got wounded. Our skills are probably bad, aren't they? Crew. Yeah, or well, almost dead. Yeah, let's not go for a skill challenge until they get their health back. Yeah, now my shield is still draining. I already put 1 point into the main shield drain. If you get full points in that, they basically never go offline. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one because we can't do it yet because we're well wounded. But I never knew we could actually respec your own bridge officers. That's just a pretty good find. I only have one more level to go on these guys, and then we're max level. After 120 planetary excursions, they are full level. So, what's this place called again? We didn't destroy the thing, it was not here? Am I wrong? I am wrong. Is it then here, after all? Oh no, I think it might be here. I think it might be here. Let's see. I need to find it now. Oh, and my ship can also not make turns, as you can see. Autopilot has a hard time with a lot of ships. We got exclamation mark. Some enemies. No, it's not here. I will quickly take these guys out. Destroyer. Let's mark him. Let's grab the materials. We do still need those. And he's a laser as well, so let's focus his laser. Oh, we already got his laser, never mind. And there he goes. A shield technology is great. So, I wonder where that cathedral was again. We did not destroy it. So it's not here. Oh, and we got the ads. We're gonna wait for the ads. So, ads up, have some music. Have some music while we wait. Also, some candy. And the ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let's remove the music. Also, we can speak to Whiskey himself, although he doesn't say anything about his codes, of course, because, well, obvious reasons. It's his base. And we do need some things. Can I get some iridium from him? We do also need yttrium. What do we sell well? I mean, it could sell neutronium right now. We do need to get some neutronium as well, but this gives us some yttrium back. No, I don't want to do that. That's a bad plan. I should sell... I don't see us going with more lasers, though. Let's sell these. We don't need uranium. We don't need platinum. We don't need gold right now. We need some gold eventually, but right now. Now good amount of yttrium. I want some iridium from him. For shielding. So, oh, he doesn't have any more. I was like, why does it continue? He does not have any more. Titanium, silver we don't need either. There's not many things you need silver for. Let's keep it. Now let's make sure we keep a bit. So back up here. Uranium, I'll keep the 1. Platinum, I keep a little bit. We have plenty of yttrium right now. Keep a bit of gold. There. I do like some kerolites. We need 8 of those. But the buy price is awful here. We need to buy it somewhere else. I should not buy it from him. We got all this iridium and a good amount of yttrium. All stuff we needed. Yes. We can buy cheap aluminum here. We can decently sell titanium, but I kind of need that, so let's use this. Yeah. Good. Let's find the cathedral again. It was right next to 2 planets, I believe. That's his base. No cathedral here. Well, let's speak to the CXTA. They might have some mission for us. I think we did a mission for them not too long ago. We've retrieved the devout databank you wanted. Excellent, your assistance and discretion are commendable. We'll note this in a report to the rest of the CXTA. Omitting the particulars, of course, yes. That it was illegal, yes. Anyway, not there. Wait, is it here? Oh, it is probably here. It's probably just there. I actually just want to fly through space. Yeah. Because we might find something else that we haven't seen before. I kind of like this ship. It's kind of cool. And we still can put stuff on it. We still have more space for it, so... yeah, I kind of like this one. And we should actually go here. No, there, yes. And then get close to there and then we go straight down. Because we've seen all this side here. 243, not bad in speed either. Now, if it did get rid of those buoys we found here before, so they apparently just got placed in your way so you can find them, which makes sense because else you wouldn't find them at all. And I'm pretty sure it is right there. Pretty sure that's where it is. Titanium Ice Age. I mean, that's a cool name. Any ship name? Titanium Ice Age. Yes. Yeah, there it is. Cathedral Wreck. Which is right next to Rocky R2. That's not a name. What's the name of this? There's a white star. How do we find out the name of this place? And that's D3. We got the desert antenna. Titanium Ice Age. And just... At least we know it's Rocky R2. Let's copy that. That's where it lies. Space enough for this. This is our skills. Let's go and open. Wiskamuk story, yes. Okay. Getting Wiskamuk story together. So what are we looking for beyond that? Let's go back to Wiskamuk's place to see the questions again. I think we are... No, oh shit, we should actually do a mission here. So we're no longer wounded. And also we got investigation lab we haven't properly done. Which we should also do, since we're already in the neighborhood. I mean, it is now a bit better, but with some side thrusters. It can now almost instantly get to the true portal. So when did you conquer the universe? I'm still working on it, Camploy. It has not yet been completely done. But soon, very soon, it shall all be yours. And Gerrit will be proud. The textbooks, yes. There we go. Ensign Rhea attempt to recalibrate the device. A neural trainer. It's okay. Device been successfully recalibrated. There is a single-use training program installed. Wilderness survival. Ensign Gerrit speculates might aid in biomed skills. So Ensign Rhea cannot get this. It's also biomed. Let's have a look. What did we get for skills again? That's incorrect. I have so many things called skills. Stream game. That's it. That's the one. Bam. Now, question is, can you see it? The answer is no. Let's make sure we can do. Bam. Now you can see it. So, it's about biomed skills. Now, biomed at the moment, that's the green one, is set on Rhea James, which is the one who is performing the thing here. So she can't get more. So we have to give it to someone who's a side character who can use it. I think I put it on Devout Cultist 1. Because he gets then some biomed, and I assume it will be 2 points, which will make sure the skill that gives extra regeneration or stuff when you have 2 points in it will work for that. So Ensign Devout Cultist is the one who's going to get it. Devout Cultist, use the program. After several hours on the device, they emerged dizzy and fatigued, feeling an improved understanding of multi-species biology. Yes, more biology. Only +1. I was hoping it was +2. Yeah. So actually I should have done it on Gerrit here, so we get +2. And with biomed we get eventually. Every crew member at least 1 biomed increases battle station recovery speed by 10%. So we don't need 2. Nice. So 1 is perfect. We have 1, at least 1 and 1 there. It's actually pretty good. So this is the best result. Yes. Also, once again, print screen because our skills have changed. Our skills have changed. There we go. It has been saved. Good. And what was it again that needed 2 then? Oh, Astroscience needed 2 for 1 skill. At least 1. At least 1. So only Astroscience requires 2 for a skill we can train. Good. So we're short today about speed of light and how fast it is, and yet how slow it is compared to the universe. It takes us 200,000 years to cross our galaxy alone. That's so insane. Our galaxy is slightly big, just a little bit big, Kemploy. Just a little bit. It is humongous. I do want to see what this one is. The makeshift lab. We do have a message there. Let's see. Well, a respec facility. We don't need that. We can keep going there whenever we want to. Yeah. Want to go there then. I want to see the questions of Wiskamug. Ah, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Oh. Violence. Violence. Deliverance. They're actually high-level ships here. Holy, what's my damage here? What the flag is going on here? Wiskam's biggest fan. Significant damage to disparate systems. The timing is not ideal. Ah, yes. For some reason just got absolutely hammered there. That was not good. I'm in the dark here too, Lieutenant Commander. Doing a full check, but the systems analysis program is dogging. Sounds bad. Sounds really bad. Yep. We're still gonna go there and then we're gonna save it quickly just in case. We're not wounded right now, right? No, we're 100%. Good. And wait, there's actually more. There's more resources. More stuff. Brigadiers. Some free neutronium, nice. Yeah, those lasers are insane, man. Those lasers are so good. Just rip and tear through everything. And now we got all that. Yeah, the speed of light is insanely fast. If you compare to us, but compared to the universe, it is, yeah, not so much. I mean, it's not for nothing that we have light years distance between us and the nearest star. That's years of travel for light to get there. I mean, if you would be on Mars, it would take 20 minutes, I believe, for light, or for communication to reach you, so that would be light speed. Okay, the challenge from hologram. The Imperial Fortress of legendary Wiskamook. I forgot the passcode. Okay, we know it's 112, we know that. Where did Wiskamook disarm a devout cathedral with a single salvo? Now that's a bit of a question, because it doesn't really state the name. Let's see. And that's all it. File, open Wiskamook, please. I wish you could have two panes open at the same time. Would be very nice. But no, the game says no. Oh, sorry, the program says no. So, we got a Rocky R2. No anomalies detected. There's a D3. So we know it's a Rocky 2. So it could be Rhinex 2. It cannot be 3. I don't think it's the I. So it's a 2. And since we have R, A, and Y, I think we're going for Rhinex 2 here. Finally, what's the secret name of your legendary steed? Which we have no clue about, by the way. I'm going for devotion this time. It's devotion. It is devotion. I'm gonna write it down because we need to know this. Which is kind of interesting because we're finding the devout. Which, I mean, that is basically the same name. That's interesting. It is truly the great Wiskamook. Please try to remember your passcode next time. The hologram steps back towards the door as it opens and fades into darkness. We did it, chat. We did it. The tunnel descends into 100 meters deep into the bedrock. The ground is covered in a thick layer of dust. It doesn't look like anyone has been inside in years, if not decades. What possible reason could there be for having a secure code that lets you bypass it if you know the owner's biography? That's a good point. That's a good point. Eventually it opens into a cavernous area. A few broken weapon systems and reactors suggest at one point it stored a large amount of equipment and material, but most of it has been removed. In the back of a small sleeping area, the team finds an old military trunk. Within are the disintegrating uniform of a Colonel Jerk Intelligence Services, wrapped around a large brass artifact. Oh, I'm gonna copy this, because this is Colonel Iraq. Interesting. He might be a true Wiskamook, he might be an impersonator, you never know. It's Wiskamook, you never know. Wiskamook, well, you there. Put it in there. There. A bit more about Wiskamook. Apparently Igrok or something. And we have a Wiskamook's fragment. We need to know more about the great Wiskamook. Durable brass-like material. We found a lot of these artifacts with brass-like stuff. Scans of the interior show an unusual quantum scattering effect. 150 resource points. Nice. I have not got rid of a single artifact we have. So we still have everything on board. Here's another one. Another bronze artifact. There is more. I know we have more. Anyways, mission accomplished. That means we got this one done. This is respecking. We don't need that right now. Is there a mission that we haven't been able to do before? What's this here? Brigadier Homeworld. This is probably where we can get, if we can still, get a peace treaty with the Brigadier. I think we do. I think we do. I don't think we need too many of them anymore. Let's see if we can piece them out. Make them appreciate our... that's Wiskamook, yeah. Also interesting that his steed is called Devotion, kind of, you know, I'm trying not to fight this guy, because I assume it will be bad for me if I go there. At least in their own home system. I shouldn't shoot them down, I guess. Redeploy the team. The Brigadier negotiator still waiting for the sunken ship. You've reconsidered our offer of reparation for peace and trade? Accept the offer, yes. The negotiator is visibly relieved. Excellent. We hope this will cure any injuries from our unfortunate demands. Would you like a trade this time? Gold and neutronium, yes please. I suspect the intermediary is going to be held accountable for the result of our negotiations. Yeah, that sounds like, sounds like the way. Trade with him. So now, we can trade with the Brigadier, and we can actually sell... okay, we don't want to sell those, but we can sell them pretty easily. He did sell them for a pretty horrible price though. But another trade partner is nice. They do like Etherite, and they do like Chrysolite. Don't see a really good deal here anywhere, but I mean we can sell some things to them if we need to. They like to trade with gold as the currency. Okay. Now I guess the guy still actually no, he did change. We become non-violent, that's nice. Now I'm not sure if they actually ever have any relics, but let's see if this guy has relics. No artifacts for him. Okay. And communications. Let's crash into him. Or new friend. Yes. Keep the marker there. Yeah. Next mission. This one is resetting. What's this again? This is trading. And this here is... what are you? Shield and users. Investigation complete. Let's have a look there. Let's see what that is. Oh, there was a shielded station we couldn't get to because we need to be on the planet to realign some transmitters that are sending the power towards the shield. And we weren't able to do it last time, so let's do it now. Oh, wait. I see something. Turn around. I saw Whiskamook flying in. And he does not like the Brigadier. And even the Brigadier are our allies, so is Whiskamook. But if a Whiskamook might destroy a Brigadier, I mean the debris would be yours, right? Hello Whiskamook. Free loot. Free loot, yes, let's go. Yes, you can still do that. We didn't kill them, we just were in the right position at the right time. It's fine, right? I mean, we never promised that we would protect them. We would protect them from us. Not from Whiskamook. I need to find a good way to get a boatload of iridium. Well, we got some sources of materials here. Devout? Yeah, Devout. So, he followed us. Deleted. The network structures are still beaming their energy into space. Well, Whiskamook. Whiskamook's biggest fan. Let's go. Last time we rolled a 0. Success. Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan reports that they've convinced the structures that the station is no longer in orbit and are no longer projecting energy towards it. Good. Hello, station. The station is uninhabited, although it may have previously had a small crew. The interior very much looks like a first attempt at space travel. Well made, but lacking experience. Most of the equipment is scientific in nature, collecting basic observations on the nearby star variations. One obvious recent addition is a large module collecting the energy transmitted from the planet's surface and using it to generate a protective shield. Technically, it's quite illuminating. Very advanced by our standards, although the effort and technology used to protect the station raised many questions. The shield generator uses a Higgs field to electrically lower the speed of light depending on the localized energy density of the region. Of course. So, the first proof of shield technology we found so far, but not really good reason why they would protect this. Based on my study of the generator on ship, this would allow us to research more powerful shield technology. Okay, I'll take more powerful shield technology, that's good. Hello, free resources. Don't mind me. Nice, let's do a save here just in case so I don't forget things. Because else I will. Okay, this is the star, yes. We need to go there at some point, but at the moment let's have a look. What's this here? This is traders. We have not been... Oh, this is the gentle gas giants, where we had to risk our team every time and we're a bit low on HP to continue. Check. A fallen colony. To investigate. We got a lot of stuff over there we haven't been to. And we got this, which... Yellow fog investigation. Incomplete. Oh, that's also with a danger for the team survival. So let's go and do all those little missions here. Let's do that. I just want to get clear of some of the missions. To empty the field a bit before we go with the main quest, because I think there's main quest over here. Any violence? No violence. Oh, by the way, since we're here with these guys... Anything to report? No. I just wanted to know. And there is this here. We'll make him two more friends. Ads are about to start though, so I'm gonna wait with this one until after the ads. We'll be right back. Have some music if I can actually find it there. I do like that we found Whiskabook and stuff. That's completely new to me. I like it. We're close to where I left off with my other playthrough. And there we are back again. Welcome back, guys. The ads are gone. We've been waiting for you. Let's see, Musica. Amazing news guy, but gone for now. Redeploy the survey team. The plant's condition has not improved since the last visit. It has also not deteriorated. This is the one that we were supposed to go to the alien species around here and tell them to lower their expectations from these people. We've not been able to do this yet because apparently we have to do a few more things. We'll see what happens. And we need to go down here, right? Yeah. Could you... yes, get out of the way, thank you. Appreciated. Surprising that we're not attacked here, by the way, by those guys. Because they want to see our strength, basically. Also, why we're... What? I think I've figured out what's going on here. Our own systems are attacking themselves. Remember the fractal ice fragment we recovered that required additional analysis? Oh no. The artifact itself was harmless, but the data it contained caused our systems to run amok when they tried to analyze it. We need to get back to Calneo and take them offline for hard reset. Oh no, okay, we need to do that. And quite quickly, because that was most of my HP in one go. Any risk to Seleno? To Seleno? No. We'll isolate the systems, but we'll need the lab's computers. I'm concerned about potentially lethal levels of condescension from Dr. Rama on topic of information hazards. Yeah, I think so too, but this time I think deserved, yes. Oh, what? We have more resources coming in. Hello, resources. Ah, these are the guys. No, these are not the guys, these are normal guys. The random, basically, box stand guys. They got my lasers offline, that's not good. Ah, there's my laser. Fire the laser, yes, laser time. This is a new design here. Haven't seen this one before, not that I can recall. It's dead now. And only titanium and aluminum, which is fine, but not the best. Straight for the core. So we need to go back to base to get ourselves checked out. Lander is only able to penetrate the lower mesosphere of the gas giant due to the extreme atmospheric conditions where they encounter a pod of gaseous squid-like creatures. Ensign Gerrit attempts to make contact on a variety of EM frequencies as well with sounds, lights and flight patterns. Despite the creature's shy interest, there's no success. Not sure what to make of these guys, but at some point we should be able to. Let's go back to base to get our systems fixed and get laughed at. Yeah, because we didn't protect our systems. We did not have a proper firewall, which is dumb. We took a Trojan horse. And what's with the crew? Oh, we got skill points. Okay, we got level up. Now we know biomed here. Let's see, biomed here requires 1 biomed for 10% chance of preventing support crew from being critically injured. Provide the mission returns. Every crew member with at least 1 biomed increase the battle station recovery speed by 10%. We can get that thing. That would be nice to have more biomat. This is the last level we have, by the way, so we can't put any more points into things. But we can put 3 points into those biomat points over there, would be nice. As for science, requires 2 astral moderate, increase the probability of finding artifact drops. Could do that. Could do that. I think I want to put 1 point in Kepler Martinez, because he already has 1 point in it. Let's put 2 in there. So at least we now have an extra chance of artifact drops. With 5 more points. The cooldown idea is nice though. This one... Increase repair rate by 10%. Pretty good, but our repair rate is already kind of okay. I don't think we need more repair rate. I think we're fine. We can get even higher if we just get more crew on our ships. Does mean we need to install less crew. Not sure about this one. Observation. Each commander would increase maximum viewport range. I don't really care about that. Detection range. Not really. Increases plasma turret accuracy with 10% and plasma fire with 5%. Pretty good DPS. Good one in tactics. And xenoculture, no bonuses for anyone who has... So there's no point in having anyone else having xenoculture except him. We only need 1. Yeah. But it's the most frequently used one. Actually... I have 5 more points, right? I think I give Devout a point in everything. So at least have 1 person with 1 point in everything. That's 3 points gone. Then because he already has 1 point there, I'm going to put 2 in Astro Science. Because then he does count for the extra lift there. Confirm that. Yes. So now basically a jack of all trades for basically everything is a possibility. And we have 1 point left. We can't put another Astral into 2. So I think I'd rather take... what was engineering again? Repair rate. I think we do repair rate and put it on Gerrit. Get 1 more engineering. Confirm. So that's another 10%, 10, 20, 30, 40% extra repair rates, which is kind of awesome. I think we got basically the best results. There might be more ways to increase our skills, like we have the trainer and stuff. I haven't found more than these. These are all the ones I've seen before, but I mean, I haven't finished the game yet, so very likely there will be more things. And we can, of course, respec. But I think these kind of bonuses, the permanent ones, I think stay there. As far as I understand it. Crew skill. Actually, crew skills too. There. There. Save that there. At least it's now in the right name. That can go. This one is no longer needed. Nope, no longer needed. Good. So I've made it a bit easy to find it, so I'm not losing all things. Cool. Okay. Now, hello, Dr. Rama. Waiting for Ensign Rhea to provide clarification on one of Pinkush's log entries, so I have a moment for a question. Is there anything special about up on a galactic map? I mean, you need to standardize what's up, because else you can't compare maps, right? Large-scale measurements of violations of partially conservation revealed that space is not 100% isotropic. This allows for a universal direction system based on the probability of neutron spin orientation. For historical reasons, they are often referred to as north, south, etc. And our computers seem to be acting up. Ensign Whiskey Moose biggest fan thinks we need a hard reset. We do. Acting up? Is this ironic understatement? Pincushion is having an anaphylactic attack from ingesting hostile data. You could have destroyed her. Also us, but she doesn't care about us. If I threw a vacuum flask, I could hit 3 lab assistants who know enough to add a Kolmorov filter before adding computational resources to an analysis of unknown data. Crew's replaceable. We only have 2 ships. Crew's irreplaceable, but her ships are not. Holy hell. I wonder how often she conducts that experiment. Yeah, with the thermal flask? Yeah. I will supervise Whiskeymook's biggest fans, hard reset of pincushion systems. This kind of threat was avoidable, even if you haven't been following Captain Dawson's reports. I mean, I assume that solves it. Also, Milton? You have no new stuff for us, unfortunately. Hard reset complete. We should be safe from any further damage events. That's nice. And you have nothing for us. Research. How are we doing with points? 220. Not nearly what we need. Shields are pretty good though. Naturalist. I do want to get the thing upstairs, but on the other hand, this is make my shields last longer. Yes. I can do it even further, and then it's basically up for all time, forever. Internal shield is good. Oh, based on Dawson's report, I think the ice fractal was an attempt to create a sort of vaccine to an informational hazard. But I can't think of a way to safely figure out the details without risking our systems again. Let's not risk our systems again, please. Yeah, indeed, let's definitely not do that, indeed. Mysterious damage has been resolved. So, we can't do that, don't want to do that yet, that's a trader, that's a trader. This one here. Oh, the gentle gas. That's guys who fly in space there. We need to find out more about them. Also, we need to fly around here and see more things. This is one that's waiting for us to solve it. We saved those guys here. So we go here. The yellow fog investigation. I don't know why it doesn't just go there. There's a wormhole right there. Why not use it? Pretty sure we scanned the system. We did. The hauler. And just in case. Now we did find some people from the trade guild which you want to talk to, and they wanted a payment, I believe. The resources are... there are still 2 structures that may hold valuable resources. Now this planet is filled with a toxic fog, and there's a good chance we get, well, poisoned when we try to get these things. So let's try. 0-3. Really? We roll 0-3. Damn. As the team explores a level with some aluminum scraps, the floor gives way, dropping half the crew several meters into the upper mist. Great. Safely above, quickly pull them up. Riding in pain from the deadly vapors. Yeah, that was nice. Minus 69 health. I don't think he is very nice at the moment. Still one more structure. I mean, he just got hurt so much, man. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna let them, you know, heal up a bit, because yeah. Gerrit almost died here. Let it wait till next time. What's this here? A Locoan homeworld. Okay, that's interesting. I do want to go to this orange star. There's a star here we haven't detected yet. We can just fly there. There's no fast enough way yet, so let's go there. We'll travel it later. We'll travel that later. And how are resources doing? Not them. Those are resources too, but I mean these. I mean, we got a lot of aluminum now. That's great. And we're basically, but there's nothing with 0, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Avoid effect is 45%, but we're going up, so that's fine. We're almost at max speed here. We need to unlock better engines though. Because when traveling deep space, I'd like to go above 300 AU per second. Because there's a lot of space out here. And I mean a lot. It just keeps going. Found something. Reverse. Another autonomous dispatch device. Question mark was a simple and straightforward directive. Help us maximize our understanding of the remnant artifacts. Based on data decay caused by the unshielded drive, I can estimate the age of this device at between 700 and 1100 years old. That's yeah, that's an old device. And some free research, so that's good. There's a few stars we haven't been to here and there. I'd love to know what these the gas giants have to say. Because I assume they're trying to communicate. I mean, they were cautiously interested in what Word had to say, but I didn't understand. I was expecting us with a better, what is the skill named again? I keep forgetting. The xenoculture skill. Yeah, we could converse with them, apparently not. Got some enemies here. There's quite a lot of them out here. But they are tiny. Bite-sized. No anomalies. I expect a space station. Oh, actually, there should be a whatchamacallit, pyramid here, since we have a old-fashioned station there. So since it's the only one left, they should have a pyramid. Oh, actually, pyramids are academia, so Academy. That's the word. That's the word. Academy, please. Yep, there it is. Another evacuated pyramid. The team finds a concealed encampment, but its observer or the remains are nowhere to be found. They were considerate enough to leave behind a power supply and some disassembled components. Great stuff. Did we discover any other star around? Nope, we did not. Another wormhole. We've been here before, but... Ooh, Etherine, nice. So where did it bring us? All the way back here. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of these portals that bring us to this place. This is the third one to bring us here. Now I have to go all the way back though. Okay. I mean, we've seen those two, so that's fine. Let's go over here then. There's a portal there. Why are we going through that portal if there's a portal right here? Oh, because this one transports there instantly. Never mind. The random portals that are not random at all. There we go. Second Legion. So this is the trade stuff here. Oh, we need to find... That's a heavy, that's escort. We need to find the trade guild here and talk with them. The Second Legion doesn't allow us to scan the planets, but I think we can diplomatically get through that. A guild trader, that's what we need. Mr. Trader, sir, I come in peace. And that is a cool looking ship. That's a freaking cool looking ship. Hello, sir. Greetings, alien being. I'm a master of the Imperial Trade Guilds. Whom do you represent? I'm Commander Asmo of Starcom, a peaceful explorer seeking information and trade. The guild requires crafts not associated with a member state to purchase a transponder code to conduct commerce in this region. The price of a code of a single vessel is 10 iridium. What if we don't purchase such a code? Attempts to conduct commerce or landings on any worlds in this region are forbidden, or Legion security will enforce compliance. Okay. Well, we have 10 iridium, so that's fine. Excellent. It's always a pleasure to gain a new trade partner. You're now permitted to free travel within the zone and conduct peaceful commerce. We have questions. We have many answers. All information is valuable and most information has a price. Well, they're traders. We want to know about the Devout for 1 iridium. An evolution of a religious movement that began during the late Empire period, who believed that the Remnant were divine entities who would reveal a secret paradise. This new, more aggressive sect wishes to take a more proactive approach to revealing the paradise. As such, they have begun aggressively seeking out particular artifacts related to the Remnant Jewels. Now we know the Remnant Jewels are those enormous space relics, basically. In recent years, they have become more aggressive with outreach. To curtail their conversion of our trade regions, we have been forced to charge increasingly dearly for transit codes. They were forced to up their prices. Yes, of course forced. Why do you sell them at all? It is demanded by our charter. We must sell access to our trade region to any faction that has not instigated hostilities against another guild member. The Devout may be wrong in their beliefs, but they're not fools. Is there anything else? Information about the Emir. The Emir were formerly the regional enforcer of the Empire. Since its fall, they have divided into mercenary factions. The Emir and Orpa employ were formerly the 2nd Imperial Legion. For security purposes, we cannot divulge details on their contract. And we know the 2nd Imperial Legion, the legions were numbered from high to low. The lower the number, the more strength or more power it had. And the 1st Legion was, I believe, with the ancient empire, with the big ships, the big relic ships they had actually, and they disappeared, or all but disappeared. And the 2nd Legion is the only one that was left here that we know of. Odd enemy factions can be found in the employ of those with lesser means. With respect, the capabilities are somewhat less formidable. Anything else? You called the Empire the Imperial Trade Guild. You under the impression that the Empire no longer exists. Indeed, for a long time, the charter has no clause to be revoked except by the Imperial Council, which no longer exists. Since the fall, we've been forced to restrict our area of operations to a region where we can operate safely. Okay, that costs us 3 iridium. That's kind of fine. Let's do trade. Of course, it's our primary purpose. Our charter grants us an exclusive right to buy artifacts as well, if any you no longer have use for. We can sell artifacts here. But we do also trade with the devout, which is a bad thing. I do like to buy their stuff. We don't have too much. I mean, I could sell iridium stuff, but this is weapon stuff. I don't want to sell the glyphs, the glyph spheres, because those are related to the AI treaty. We haven't seen anything about the AI beyond that. The Bogader chest, though, we can sell. Those we can sell. Because we've already been to those. Burst transmitters, no. Don't want to give him any data. We will give him the devout data banks, I think. Debris, we got a Jotson, Flotsam and Jetson we still have to look for. More devout stuff, energy cell, a fighter power cell. There's also weapons. They want to give them weapon technology. I think they already have the fighters though. I mean, it's a lot of iridium, we can use that. Fine. The fighters we can sell. Accelerator is also weapons. Fixed barrel can go. Gun mount can go. Focused lens, I believe it's for lasers. I don't want to sell the old things. Gas grenade can go. Protect, I don't want to sell. The globe, no. An island glider, we got one of those. We don't need that. Large knife can go. Missile engine, missile guidance, missile warhead. Plasma cohesion adapter is fine. The pressure chamber is fine. The rifle is good. Radar call device, no. Shield controller, shield is fine. We have all the shield stuff we need. No skulls, swarm analyzer. That's just all for that stuff. Beyond that though. Beam coolant is fine. Reflector is fine as well. Okay, so we got some iridium. That's nice. I do want to get the brass joints. I want to buy that, definitely. The remnant scroll as well. So our iridium is gone again. Now they do seem to buy aluminum. Oh no, sorry, they seem to sell aluminum. Never mind, they don't buy it. They sell it. And what do they buy? They buy expensive stuff. Especially adamantium. We got ads. We got ads. We're gonna wait for the ads. Wait for the ads. Anyway, candy time. Gives my voice some break as well, which is good. It needs it. Chat. Do you feel evil? Do you feel slightly evil? Because apparently this guy does. Here. This is one for you guys. So if you feel slightly evil, save business cards for people you don't like. Save those. If you ever hit a parked car, write sorry on the back and leave it on the windshield. Welcome to evil. Oh shit. Of course, you need to hit some parked car somewhere, but you know. Yeah, absolutely evil, man. Absolutely evil. Hello, guys. Welcome back, guys. If you have evil, yes, yes. Yes, quite genius actually. Anyways, yes, distractions are here. Oh, if you want to know what I do during ads, that's what I do during ads. I read 9gag, yes. Sue me. That one was pretty fucking evil. Anyway, we sold things, we bought some things. Yeah, we need to analyze those. We're looking for what we can sell. And he does like this buy adamantium. I don't know, is there any other way for adamantium? We do need it for a bridge though. I can't sell it. Because we need it for a big bridge still. So I can't sell it. This stuff, we don't know what it's used for actually. But only 50% plus. What does it sell for? 9.23 iridium. It's nice. It's hard to get though. I could also sell gold for this or aluminum, but aluminum is a horrible price. I want to sell something that's easy to obtain. Yttrium is relatively easy to get, relatively. How much you sell? 4.28, that's not really gonna do much. I think I might sell some gold for it. It's 0.27 though. They are not the best trading partners, it seems. 0.2. Yeah, they only want the most expensive stuff. Which is not great. So I don't think we do anything else with them. If not, I'd love to have more iridium. I mean, we don't have a reason to use this stuff yet. But it's also really rare. It's all we got in all the time we've played so far. So I'm gonna use it as is. Yeah, we're good here. And communications. We'll see what we can get on our own. Anyway, scan the new things. A remnant scroll. High resolution scan of a purported transcription from remnant text. It does appear to be a scan of a presumably old document that transcribes a mathematical proof consistent with what we know of remnant language. Okay, extra research points, I'll take those. And more brass stuff, it looks like brass. Servo mechanical connector composed of a brass-like material. I think we need those for something. Apparently indestructible, can articulate with a range of motion. That seems like something we should have, yes. Also 470 points, we need 600 points to unlock the new bridge. And now we can finally explore space here. And hopefully something good too. Something warped in. Second Legion, but they should no longer bother us. That's the vessel, I don't care about the vessel. Go away, vessel. Vessel, go away. Nothing, take it. I mean, I can talk to him. Your vessel code has been verified. Move along. Yes. So we go back to the other system and scan the plans there after we scan this one apparently. And those two. Those two have to be done as well. Deploy the team. Another world of the fallen empire. There are no obvious signs of conflict or looting. The structures are empty of technology and resources, just miles of dusty corridors and chambers. There's something relaxing about exploring these ruins. I feel like I'm walking through Thomas Cole's Course of Empire. I have not read that, I don't know. Did you teach cinema at the academy? I think I took that course in my first year. Ah, yes. Scanned? Did we scan this one already? Not sure. There's so many. Could the ships be stowaway somewhere? Nothing here. Trying not to become aggressive with these guys, so. There's a mesmerizing azure glow visible several dozen kilometers within the clouds. Upon further investigation, it's revealed to be a refractive effect caused by an inversion of the upper layers. It's a pretty phenomenon, but only illuminating in the most literal sense. It just looks good. We do still gain XP though. That makes no sense, because I believe we are... No, we can still go up a level. I thought we're maxed, we're barely not. Nice. We can become more capable. Have we scanned you already? No. A moderate-sized colony is nestled around a crater lagoon. Given the ratio of landing pads to permanent structures, it is probably a trade-driven economy. After a guild compliance officer verifies Pincushion's guild codes, the team is permitted to visit administrative offices for trade in the public market. Let's go for administrative offices. An amphibian introduced as a local administrator provides the team a direct comm feed to Pincushion. I'm delighted to answer any questions you might have. We're interested about learning more about this colony. The minister seems surprised and pleased to discuss the colony. Like many, we the survivors of the Fall Empire. Of 128 years ago, a Nimian merchant built a supply outpost on his scrolling to the most successful trade operation within 16 sectors. We would like to be more self-sufficient in food production, but the Imperial Flora makes it difficult. What is Imperial Flora? He seems bemused by the question. This used to be a popular spot in the Empire, so naturally it was carefully cultivated. Anything we try to grow here can't possibly compete with the Imperial engineered flora, which is beautiful, hardy and useless. Traders know this and charge us exorbitantly for food supplies, and consequently our merchants must raise their prices. We already have trouble competing with other guild members. If the plants are beautiful and hardy, then I'd say make rope or make cloth out of them. I mean, if it's hardy, it's probably doesn't get destroyed easily, right? So make fancy clothing, right? Why are the Emir so concerned about proselytizing? Several sectors where the Emir have operated previously have been converted by the Devout, who provide their own security services. The Second Legion has lost several lucrative contracts. I've heard rumors that the Devout now have a few Emir converts. Embarrassing for them, if true. Not that I object to the Devout, I'm not to believe myself, but I have no prejudice. The administrator probably does object to the Devout, but is concerned about repercussions from them. Makes sense. The public trade markets then. They have a smelly appliance for platinum and a suction device. They sell a smelly appliance and a suction device. That seems odd. Anyways, they seem to buy iridium at an awful price and sell it at an awful price. Yeah, 5.3. They do seem to buy aluminum for a decent price. I think we sell aluminum here. Aluminum's not very expensive or anything, but it will help us out. Let's go back to down to about 100, maybe 150, exactly 150. And copper I don't have much need for, but they're not the best price here. They do good silver price well. Let's lower that to about 50 or something. Now, what can we buy here? We can buy diberyllium for more laser power, but we have no use for it at the moment. I don't need more lasers. 2 is fine. I'd love to buy more iridium, but this price is awful. They do buy gold for a decent click. Let's go that to 50 as well. So get a bit more platinum. Yeah, and then we buy that stuff and we are good. Well, a smelly appliance and a suction device, and let's hope it's not of a specific type. These were the public markets, right? Yeah, they were. They were. So what did we get? A smelly appliance. 1 meter tall machine with a large hopper and small rectangular dispenser. It absolutely reeks. Well, it's 1 meter tall, so it's probably not what I was fearing it would be. This machine can convert a variety of algae and cyanobacteria into a food bar. Scan shows the bar is technically edible for humans, but would work better as an emetic. I've no clue what an emetic is. What is an emetic? A substance or agent that induces vomiting. Ah, okay. So it's horrible. Check. A machine with connection points for some kind of pipes. A portable desalination plant, probably capable of about 2000 liters per day, using reverse osmosis. Our techniques are superior, but it does have some interesting ideas. Okay, not the best things, but you know, we scanned them, it's fine. Let's go to the next planet then. Oh, hello, Whiskaboog. I hope you're not looking for your artifacts. It might be gone. Nature is generally very good at finding paths to extract potential energy. I'll bet somewhere a life form has figured out how to process imperial flora. If we found some, we might be able to help the Aquarian colony. That sounds like a good idea. Because you can help them, we could probably lower the prices, I hope. Do you actually have some new stuff? I doubt it, we can check it. Whiskamoog, I require your aid to see what you have in store for sale. No artifacts, I was hoping for those. We can sell iridium very well for him, not buy it. We can buy gold at him for a good clip. Yeah, nothing I really need. Gold I need at some point because it's part of our for drive, so we need more gold. It costs a lot of yttrium, which we also need for weapons. I mean, we don't need 70 of it. Let's get a bit of gold. There. A bit of gold. So that's the vessel. No, I want the planet. There we go. Nothing there, and we have scanned all that, so that's good. So we move along then. Actually, we are full HP. We could go back and get the last bit of this, which I actually want to do. We're going to do in a very interesting way. Why can't we just use the wormhole to get to that wormhole? Why is going through this wormhole and fly all the way around? Because there's a wormhole right here. Sometimes I don't get it. Navigate right there. Ah. Seems way fast to me. Just a tiny bit of empty space. And I think my crew's fine. Yeah, my crew's fine. It's a bit of a mess, but I kinda like my ship. So we're gonna find the final chamber in that fog-filled world with, well, the poisoned fog. And hopefully this time we do not randomly fall into the poisoned fog again. It will be the third time, by the way. We already fell in once last stream. The final structure plus 50%. Okay, let's not roll a 3 this time. Let's roll something better than a 3. 55, that's acceptable. The team noticed that the inhabitants shielded the exterior of some of the lower levels with iridium. It would have been of use against the fog, but perhaps there were other threats. Extracting is difficult and dangerous work. I mean, Lieutenant Pricks got a bit hurt, but we got all the things now. Planet completed. And now we go there, which is probably gonna send me all the way back, right? No, we do now it actually uses this one. I don't get it. Now it actually uses that jumping point as if it's... I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird jumping point, man. I do like that you can put the wings inside the model and still technically functions as the wings. I mean, they are attached, so it works. I like that. That's the trading planet. It's probably going to try to get around a guild trader here and doing a lot of madness for that. We have scanned these. Oh yeah, we were going to the flinger. Yeah. The flinger. On to new horizons. This is 2nd Legion again, so that is still the same same territory, still guild territory. I got a dual star system here. This planetoid still has a warm core, leading to occasional volcanic eruptions. This lava field may have some heavier elements as a result. Well, we now have plus 35% chance, so let's see. 93. Hello. Jackpot. Some beryllium crystals are trapped in several of the veins. That's pretty good. That's a pretty rare resource. I mean, I could check those two out before I go back to those two, so sure. He's right next door. Now we do still need the 600 science. How far are we? Yeah, we need 100 more. 100 more science, and then we can get the new hull. I keep calling it hull. It's actually the bridge. Yeah. I don't know why I keep calling it hull. Ooh, nice wormhole. Nice. Means we got an easy way to get here. Pyramids. Two familiar sights sit in juxtaposition. A crafted stone pyramid and a massive sterile structure of the fallen empire looming over it. Despite the large technological disparities, there are some architectural similarities. The empire buildings are, as always, cavernous, dusty and empty, although the sheer scale makes an exhaustive search impractical. While the pyramids are more primitive than the empire structures, the architectural genealogy suggests they were influenced by the fallen empire rather than vice versa. Alright, I thought these were part of the remnants, but these are part of the fallen empire. Okay. These are academics. The pyramid is slightly less empty. Its chambers are mostly bare, with some scattered debris indicating their either a hasty departure or perhaps a post-departure looting. One hall has some machines, apparently ripped from the wall to strip away wiring. Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan observes that equipment uses small electromagnetic relays that are likely repairable with 2 units of copper. Repair the equipment? Why not? 49. It takes Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan a few hours, but the end result is workmanlike. The computers are interesting. Composed of small electromagnetic relays, they have a minuscule fraction of the computing power in a single crew member's survival suit, but they clearly were manufactured with technology ahead of Starcom's. Once powered up, they begin transmitting a seemingly random sequence of numbers to the external antenna. The field sensors detect an external energy flux in this sector. Okay. Something happened. Got the guys flying my direction. Curious what happened. I mean, the guys are still passive, so still good with second legion here. I'm curious what happened actually. Something happened in this sector, they say. Oh. What is this? Alien Pagan. Your vessel was detected near the source of a heretic signal. Reveal their location immediately. We investigated planetary anomaly and triggered the broadcast accidentally. Wait, have we met before? Probably just a coincidence. It was probably just a coincidence that we're just right at the spot happened. Yes. A ship with the same energy signatures was reported investigating sacred artifacts. Disable your weapons and engine systems and surrender your vessel to be seized and search for heretic artifacts. We refuse. I mean, I don't want to surrender my ship. Refuse. As expected, the Pagan refuses help towards the true path. Accept the remnant blessings. I guess that means weapons power? Yeah. Also your puny and the low. Also that. So they got wind of that signal. We do have... there it is. Yeah. If there's a pyramid, you'll always find... Pyramid systems even. You always find a random teleporter made by the old empire. So this is made by the guys from the Relic Age. We've observed you being harassed by devout ships. They have avoided direct conflict with this region until now. Being attacked by devout Emir, yes. They're searching for heretics and demand to seize our ship. How peculiar. I wonder why the devout would think that. No matter, it's not my business. We're being attacked by devout Emir, yes. Brainwashed Emir, or perhaps mind-controlled, yes. We are known for tactical skills, bravery and loyalty. Having whole ships suddenly abandon their duties to aid another without a better contract is very bad for a reputation. Why did you hail us, actually? Because this guy... I don't think he likes that the Devout are harassing us. Our contract permits us to take on another contracts that are not in conflict with our primary. Perhaps you wanted to hire us to fight these Devout Emir within guild space? Is it already your job to protect ship in guild space? It sounds like you want us to pay you to solve your problem. It does sound that, indeed, but don't they already have to do that? Neither you nor the Devout are full guild members, but transit code bearers. We must refer private disputes to the trade guild, who have not directed us to intervene. The guild is not predispositioned to them, but they are giving the guild a very good price. It sounds like you want us to pay to solve your problem. Yes. It seems to be your problem too. Our courts are reluctant to attack a fellow Emir, even a brainwashed one. Attacking them without a contract would be unconscionable. How much? The absolute minimum we could be hired for to counter the Devout within guild space is 100 units of copper. That's not that expensive. This is non-negotiable. They have a very transactional culture. It's important to them that the contract amount be at least this much, but perhaps they could also contract us. So we don't ask them to lower the price. We just say you can hire us to help you as well, and then that way we get the price back, right? We might be interested. Would you be willing to hire us to provide support? Yes. A Nyikpu counter contract would be very agreeable to us. We would pay you 120 units of copper immediately upon execution of the initial contract for Pincushion to aid us in battle. So we pay them 100 copper and they pay us 120 copper. Deal. Deal. Excellent. This will be a mutually rewarding contract. The Devout will regret corrupting our brethren. Yeah. And agreed upon a Nyikpu fee for your assistance in our endeavor. Yes. So now we can shoot them down, get assistance, and they basically paid us. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. This one already opened. Maybe this is one that wouldn't open if we just went there. Okay, I've run a Doppler shift analysis of the effect of the activation signal from the pyramid and determine its origin. Where is the origin? We need to know. Oh, well, I think it's it might be there. It might be there. Yes. Anyway, we got ads incoming. I'm gonna pause it here. The ads are gone, and then we continue on. Big, humongous arrow in my face instantly. Yes. I think it's funny. Anyway, have some music. But we wait for the ads. And I'll see more evil things on 9gag, I guess. They're good this morning. They are good this morning. Yeah. Here you go, chat. Enjoy this one. Yes. Me rips up my drawing cause I messed it up. The guy am I tattooing? Yeah. Slightly evil this morning. Slightly evil 9gag this morning, yes. I approve. The ads are gone. Good. The ads have receded. We have seen more evil things, chat. Don't worry about it. I will not stain your eyes with it. That's a Christmas tree. We don't need that. This one. Yes, we needed that one. Indeed. That one. Yes. Did I do it correctly? No, it didn't. There. There it did. Musica, be gone. No matter how amazing you are. Anyway, we found the big arrow. Which apparently activated this gate, which, yeah. Quite obvious. I do want to check those two plants above out first now, before I go through this one. This planet periodically swept with sandstorms, where individual particles break the sound barrier, creating an audible crackle. By audible, I mean producing vibrations we can detect from space via refraction. Sandstorms breaking the speed of sound? Holy hell. That's pretty freaking windy, I guess. You know what? We will get there eventually. Anyway, I'll check this out. We'll check this out first. We are here. It does look different than any other portal we've been through so far. Slightly different shape there. No enemies here. Nothing scanned here. Wait, we can activate this gate. It's an actual gate. Prop 1. There. Where are we? Okay. All the way on top. Check. Lots of stars around. Check. A Kiernan cruiser. Greetings, smooth and unfamiliar creature. You are in Kiernan space. Explain your presence. I'm Commander Asmo of Starcom. We are peaceful explorers from a distant region. We've recently learned from our agents that our rivals, the Nimian, may have sent a spy into our territory to probe for weakness. Perhaps the timing of your arrival is coincidental? I assure you, we're not spies. No spy would readily admit the facts. True. Unlike the Nimian, we do not attack without good reason. If you give us no cause to believe you are spies, we shall treat you peacefully. Why do you hate the Nimian? They claim to pursue peaceful shared space. Within a shared space, they maneuver strategically to control vital resources. And they threaten these resources unless their cohabitors acquiesce to their demands. If you do not keep them out, they eventually seize all. Yeah, that's hostile takeovers, check. Are you familiar with the Devout? Of course, the academics turned inquisitors of the Empire were the first cracks of the foundations. They have attempted to make the converts among us, but our mind is too strong for their superstitions. Your question reveals much about you. Your species must have only just reached the stars recently to know this common history. Be careful not to display your ignorance too openly. You will be taken advantage of. We're interested in learning more about the remnants. What can you tell us about them? Who are you that your culture does not have many stories about them? They're the remaining artifacts of the Great Fallen Empire. Now the Empire is gone, and their vassals jealously protect their gateways and all the artifacts of power. So these guys believe that the empires, that the relics are actually from the Empire, which we've already determined were from before the Empire. The Empire claimed these to be theirs. So these might be one of the species that actually decide to claim them. Also pretty sick art, by the way. What was this fallen empire? For eons, the empire kept peace within the civilized regions. The technologies were like sorcery to the young worlds. When the empire fell, for reasons that are as mysterious as their artifacts, now its former vassals fight over its remains. Okay. Interesting talk. Did we scan one? I'm not sure. I am not sure. An unusually powerful seismic event has created deep localized fractures in this planet's crust. Numerous shafts provide access to deep lava tubes near where sensors detect veins of molten copper. Does anyone have a spoon? Ensign Whiskeymook's biggest fan thinks they can cut precision holes with the mining laser to pull the copper where it can be easily harvested. Ten Pricks believes that the plan is too much risk for the reward. Sonar mapping of the troop will allow the team to find more cooled copper deposits. Well, looking at our chance of succeeding, plus 40% and plus 10%. And we have a lot more people work on this. So let's go with Lieutenant Briggs' plan for the cooled ore. Oh hell yeah, 93. The process of mapping is slow, but in the end Lieutenant Briggs is able to identify some significant deposits of copper ore that can be easily collected with no risk. No risk reward. Perfect. And we did scan that one. Yes, we did. Nothing detected. Let's have a look over here. So now outside of guild space, so we're no longer kept safe by the 2nd Legion. That's Kiernians here. The planet is pockmarked with ruins of a pre-industrial civilization that appears to have died out due to natural changes in the sun's energy output. What is interesting is that the culture shows signs of regular alien contact and even trade, but did not progress beyond the late Bronze Age equivalents. Most surviving textual fragments tell a typical story mixed with folk tales. As in Gerrit's notes, one interesting example. Most cultures either flourish or collapse quickly after alien contact. The fact that this one did not gives a unique insight into xenocultural permanence. That's indeed kind of odd. You would expect them to want to buy the technology for spaceships, or the other party wants to give it, or they get angry and start to fight, or the spacefaring party wants to dominate, you know, all those kind of things. So that's odd. The gods dropped their swords and left their chariots and headed at once for the sunken islands, where a caravan of merchants came upon these. They were astounded by whatever they found. To the tribes they went upon the chariots and told them, "Look, we are gods. Fear and worship us." The tribes knew only gods could wield these weapons. They knew gods spoiled their worshippers and rained fire on their doubters. The god emperors ruled for an eon, until they had forgotten they were not gods. The language uses markers reserved for external actors. This may be their interpretation of events related to them by an alien race. So, the guys from the relics dropped their chariots and headed at once for the sunken islands. I assume these are the sunken islands, this planet here. And they were merchants. So they dominate these merchants, which were these planet's inhabitants, as gods. And then, until they'd forgotten they were not gods. I'm curious. These kind of riddles are usually very important, so I'm actually going to copy this. I want to know more about this. The riddle. Yes. I want that one. Shall be mine. On the list of things we copy and paste. This is Swiskamooks. File new. And we save this one as, I don't know, chariots. Doesn't say much at the moment, but maybe later on we will understand more of this. We got this star over here. I do want to go for this one first. We can go through those portals later. Also, how's our science doing? 540. We need 60 more points. And a boatload of materials, though. Although we have literally a boat of materials here, so that's okay. I forgot to scan that one planet over there, I see. Nothing on this one. We got a Brigadier Bar coming in. This fallen empire structure appears to be an archaeology spanning several thousand acres, above and below ground. As elsewhere, it is a labyrinth of empty, dust-filled corridors. Dust. It's dust-filled. Didn't we find a place where there was a lot of dust, and all the dust was actually nanobots who could manipulate themselves into becoming, for example, a chair, or a table, or a what you need? I think the dust is the furniture. Ensign Kepler, however, notes the dust near one entrance has recently been disturbed. Following the trail leads deeper within the labyrinthy structure to a single room, much like many others, save for the disturbed dust. There are several oddly shaped immaculate patches amidst the trails. From these marks and the dust paths, it looks like someone recently came in and removed the only physical objects that remained within the entirety of these fallen empire cities. Someone knew exactly where to go. Or a gang of robot vacuums just escaped? A possibility. Possible. Don't care about that trace, I think. Based on the evidence we've seen, I'm convinced that these buildings were very dynamic, capable of adjusting not only their contents, but layout according to their inhabitants' wishes. I mean, with those nanobots, I would assume yes. If all your furniture is nanobots and they can change shape and structure whenever they please, then yeah. One moment is a fridge, next moment is a table, next moment it's clothing. I mean, I hope it's not clothing, because then if the power goes out, then, well, everyone naked. Would be quite a shock. We found another star over there. I think this probably drops out there, though. So let's scan this planet here. Then we drop to that star we've just discovered. Also, a 590. 10 more points. 10 more points. I mean, we're gonna get a lot more points than 10 eventually, I guess, because there's a lot more to explore, but now we want a 10. Although I do kind of want to make this ship even better. It is kind of growing on me, this ship. Even though it's not the best of the best. It is functional. We do need another power plant in, though. Panzer, go away, please. Yes. This unremarkable blobby protrusion is a sign of an inverted magma protrusion. According to Ludden Pricks, and often contains iridium deposits. That would be nice. Plus 40%. Let's go. Oh yeah. This particular displacement contains an exceptional quantity of the metal. Nice. And then we go there. Yeah, we can do that. That should be the science we need, right? Oh no, it didn't give me science. Dang it. For some reason I thought every single planetary survey was science. It is not, it is experience. Speaking of which... we still can get a level. There's still a level to be had. The little ship. Your species and ship markings are unfamiliar to us. You are Nibian space. Explain your intentions. So now we went from the one side, the Kyrians, to the Nibians, and they are at war with each other. I'm Commander Asmo of Starcom. We are on a peaceful exploration mission from a distant region. Peaceful words may belly sinister intent. What is your disposition towards the Kyrian herd? It's clear from the pre-translation matrix that the Nimbian are not positively disposed towards the Xerian herd. Obviously, they're at war. We've met them, but remain neutral in your conflict. They seem hostile and suspicious. We are not their friends. They are friends. I'll try to remain neutral. An understandable position, if true. But the Kyrian have used neutral agents before, with nefarious intentions. If you wish to demonstrate friendship, perhaps you could do us a favor. We've lost contact with one of our diplomatic vessels and its escort. We're reluctant to mobilize the full fleet to search, as we suspect the Kyrian are looking for a pretext to attack. So it's not an open war yet, they just don't want each other in each other's space. It's a Cold War. We'll see what we can do, but make no promises. We'll be grateful for your assistance. The last log update we received from them was purchasing supplies from a guild trader. Why do you hate the Kyrian? It's not our nature to hate, but since the Empire fell, the Kyrian have sought to exploit the power vacuum. First they claim to protect the weak territories, then those protected territories become their own. And so they expand, pushing against the borders unless they are well defended. Now accidents become their cause to make threats, and soon those threats will become actions. So they both are sneakily taking planets by either protecting them or guarding resources, and then yeah, they're making power plays that way. So they're both basically the same way. About the Fallen Empire. It was a great power of the galaxy for 1,000 years and kept the peace with a fair hand. Their gateways and flingers made travel and trade possible. Their Talonian chariots kept aggression in check, but sadly it is no more, and less benign forces seek to fill the void. I want to print screen this, because here he speaks about the Talonian chariots, which I like to make sure I have somewhere on. There it is. I closed it. That's the chariots law, yes. So the chariots are piloted by Talonians, apparently. Good to know. There's a lot of lore in this game, man, which is one of the main reasons I like it so much. Nothing on this planet. Presume the guild ships can't be too hard to find if trade is their business. If you search the ship log for Guildmaster, you'll be able to set a marker for where we talk to them. I mean, we found the guild fairs earlier, they're not too hard to find indeed. We have not surveyed this one, never mind. Actually, let's do a save here. Let's do a save, I haven't done it in a while. I keep pressing escape, I need to press M, yes. Deploy the team. This planetoid is perforated with dozens of irregular deep shafts around 2 to 3 meters wide. Scans show they range in depth from 50 to over 800 meters deep. Lieutenant Briggs isn't confident that the anomaly reading is actually something down there. It could be an echo distortion. The tight space and crumbling walls will make it a tricky descent. Get down there. Get our materials. Go forth, Briggs. 70%. After a few uneventful descents, the winch rubs against the shaft wall, sending a shower of rocks down. Fortunately, Lieutenant Briggs is uninjured and game to continue, pending your judgment. Go further down. Go deeper. Lieutenant Briggs descends to one shaft, then another, then another. It's clear the stress is getting to them after making the same JoJo joke twice. Eventually, Ensign Rhea announces that they are aborting the survey for safety reasons. Lieutenant Briggs gives a delighted shriek, which is incidentally interpreted as a relief as not having to go down any more holes. But upon return to the surface, they are holding a sliver of neutronium. Lieutenant Briggs, no natural process could produce neutronium in this kind of geology, nor is this shaft an impact crater. I can't explain what deposited here. Okay. Well, we got some free neutronium out of it. Into the mines. We can do more? Oh, hello. The Hauler. Commander Asmo, despite the lack of support by a major faction, Pincushion has acquired a reputation as a threat to reckon with. We have further interest in your lance. I guess that's our weapon. Maybe. What do you need? We've now lost several deep haulers on several routes. Some of these have been in guild space. Such are the risks of business without the Empire to keep order, but our contracts entitles us to compensation for piracy. The guild is claiming they have seen no evidence of aggression. We would like Pincushion to investigate the region where the attacks have most recently occurred. If you can bring evidence to the guild that these are deliberate attacks in their domain, we'll split the compensation with you evenly. Investigate the area, give us coordinates. Anson Gerrits, can we get a better deal? A negotiation pilot a difficult deal. We'll give you 100% of the compensation if the guild takes the matter seriously. They mean drive a hard bargain, you drive a hard bargain, we get all the money. Good. Very good. We can redeploy here for some reason. We were successful, weren't we? I mean, let's send them down another hole. Oh, we have to go back. Dang it. Another plant with irregular shafts. Then Perk isn't any more confident about the risk to reward ratio of investigating. It's definitely dangerous, but there could be something valuable down there. Okay, we can't do it right now. I was hoping to send them again. You know what? I know something. Perks, come here you. Rename. Mole man. Yes. Actually, it's best. It's fine. Cassie Mole man. Yes. She's the mole man. She goes and mines. Let's go to these ones first. Also need to scan the sun. I should not forget that. This planet is presently undergoing an oxidation catastrophe that will soon wipe out 99% of its anaerobic life. Oh, that's what happened here. That's what happened here. Where there were some bacteria making oxygen, which was highly toxic for anything that couldn't deal with oxygen, and killed 99% of all anaerobic life. That is what happened here. Yeah, oxygen used to be a what do you call it? Oh, I can't find a good word. I can find a good word for it. There is a good word for this, but I can't remember it. It used to be an excretion from a bacteria, which was useless to anything else, and it would, well, be highly toxic. Because, well, it's freaking oxygen. It's highly reactive. It kills everything it touches. And now we're dependent upon it. Maybe a station? Can we heal them? I wonder. We can. State your purpose. Apparently nothing. Okay. Let's hope to trade with them. The answer is no. The entire planet is a nearly homogeneous biome of grasslands and sparse glades. The only large fauna are large herds of roving horned ungulates. There are a number of automated monitoring stations that appear to be studying these creatures. Unfortunately, I don't see a creature in here. Or I might be blind. The team is able to capture several of these creatures for study with some difficulty. The physiology is unusual for a number of reasons. Perhaps the most striking is that they all have a complex network of metallic fibers interwoven with their central nervous system and horns. They've been implanting with transmitters, presumably to aid in with their monitoring. The antenna seems to form a part of this creature's natural growth. It's an unusual example of an evolutionary radio network. Radio, okay. I suspect that besides simple herd behavior, this network may allow a hybrid of individual and hive sentience. Interesting. That's a cool kind of species. We got that star over there. No jump point to that over there though. Let's have a look at the star. Seems a basic one. I do like that if when it's special you actually see something special about it. It's not just the same star being used over and over again. How are we doing with stuff? Cargo 650. We got enough. I will go there to see if there's a teleporter back. And if it's not, we'll scan them and we go back to base because we want to get the bigger ship. I want the dreadnought. The big boy. So what? Wait. I saw that. There you are. Hello. Information in space. Tell me your secrets, information gatherer. It's not a burst relay station with the message fragments in its matrix. The recoverable fragments of the message translate as: use the line of flingers to cut through the void space at speed. Burton completely destroyed by mass drivers. Will keep a straight course to avoid tripping detection network. Avoid ice. Wasn't that thing that destroyed our systems ice-based as well? Might be void ice. They were trying to use the line of flingers to cut through the void space at speed. Earthton was completely destroyed by mass drivers. I assume those are engines of some kind? We'll keep a straight course to avoid tripping detection network. So I don't see a jump point here. So soon as they're using this jump point and go for a straight route out. So if we fly out here, we might find something then. That's what I assume. And since they were fleeing, they're probably academics. Because it's the only nearby flinger. So we scan the planets here, but that's interesting. I love that you can find these little things and then try to solve the problem. Actually, this one is close by. More Libya frigates, yes. And also all these cast signs, all the artwork in it is pretty awesome, man. We got once again the ads, so we're gonna wait here till they're over. Have some music, yes, have some music, guys. Enjoy. And wait for the ads to be gone. To dissipate. Be gone from this plane, and we will activate the 9 gag once again. Yes, yes. Ah, there we go. The ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I love this music, man. I think it's awesome. Anyways, time to scan. For nothing. For absolutely nothing. Oh well. No new stars around yet. There is a star in this nebula here. We know mostly red or orange nebulas are caused by artificial means. At least so far they've been. Gotta go. Thank you for the stream. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, mate. Have a good one. Thank you for running by. And have a good rest of your Tuesday, sir. Have to think about that. Tuesday, Thursday, which one was it again? It's Tuesday. It's correct. Yes. High atop a volcanic peak, then silver deposits lie a few hundred meters below the surface. There's no doubt the team will be able to access some, although how much of the deepest veins they can reach depends on skillful reading of the land's seismograph. Mole man, let's go mole man. Send in the mole. We roll a 10. Lieutenant Moleman skillfully directs the lander's drill width to the various deposits, scarcely missing any. I mean, still pretty good, still 60%, but we rolled a freaking 50 on the 100. Yeah, not great. That could have been better. Yes. An old but otherwise fully intact lander sits amidst a boulder field. After a cautious approach, Lieutenant Devout Cultist concludes that it doesn't appear to be a trap. It's a trap. While there is no sign of the crew, the pilot's logs offer some clues. Rough terrain. We'll proceed north on foot to the Devout meeting location. Even Zeal tries to renegotiate half the promised bounty for the chariots, who set us up nicely. With scrupulous adherence adhere to their conditions of secrecy, so he will have no cause to short us on that account. They never returned, eh? A search to the north eventually finds a dozen shallow graves. Presumably this had to be the absent crew. The team salvages the lander for their resources. Yeah, so do not trust the Devout at any point. So they had a bounty for chariots, which are the big ships. So there must be a big ship somewhere not too far from here then. Somewhere. So we want to go through this one and then move straight ahead and see where we end up. That's the plan. So let's go down there. I'd love to scan for another chariot. I might have to actually go and fly around with a faster ship. Also, we got this thing. Oh, there's the CXTA Stalkers, yes. Yeah. And a lot more stars we haven't seen yet. Actually, a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet. Oh, that's a burst relay. Never mind. Just a burst relay. There's another. We've already seen that one. Yeah. We've already seen that one. So we go into the flinger and go straight ahead. And then we see if we end up somewhere. If you find something special. Not that one, not that one. We will eventually reach something, but let's go. Let's go. We just keep going. Of course, I have to fly right in my way. Go away, sir. I need you to move. Why are you not moving? There we go. Over long distance, even the slightest deviation can change course significantly, so I won't change that. I don't see anything at the moment in this direction, but you never know. I really hope there's something. So far this game is not disappointing in hidden things that if you read it properly you would actually find cool things. And I'm pretty sure I wrote academics wrong here. Is it 2 C's? Is it academics maybe? With an A instead of an E. I'm not sure. No, I miswrote it. I'm not sure how I miswrote it somewhere. Nothing new so far. 100% void effect, so there's nothing near us as well. If your void effect goes down, it means there's something of significant size near you. Usually a star system. Derelict vessel detected, no energy signature. Can I activate it without actually turning my ship at all? I'd rather not. Let's put a marker down later. It might be them though. Fine. A mere wreck. This vessel has been shredded by high energy weapons and its valuable resources stripped away. Inside, despite the size, only single deceased Emir is found at the command station. Judging from the status of the ship's systems, they were probably caught completely off guard by whoever attacked them. The comm array has the last outgoing voice message in its buffer. Hidden Tomb. Last resting place Orc Chuck. Empire Ruins. Go Alone. Legion Scepter. Unexpected void disturbance. There's a parallel data stream with sets of coordinates. Hidden Tomb. But we don't want to go there. We want to go in that direction. So roughly that direction. I'm probably off, but let's go a bit further. We are now not perfectly in course anymore, but we should still be close enough, I hope. I assume it's not going to be much farther than here. Because we found it here. Had to go to the thing, straight ahead. Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be a hidden place for them. What do we find? I might find nothing. There are chances we just find nothing. Space is big and all that. I'll go to about there. If we don't find anything until there, then I assume we've missed it or it is not correct. That's the hidden tomb, yes. Pretty unlikely it's this far out. Pretty unlikely. Well, and then we find this. It's kind of on course. Could this be where the hidden academics have ended up? Gosh, I can probably find some more small planets. Yep. Only gas giants though, you can't live on gas giants. They'd crush you. Oh, there's a few more. There's a few more. Oh, we got a portal. Nice. And we got a lunar L1 over there, and we got a ice H1. Is this where it fled to? A small meteorite with high concentrations of uranium rests on a sheet of slushy nitrogen. Doesn't sound like a good place to live, I guess. Slushy nitrogen. That's freaking cold. Oh, Mr. Mook. The hero we need. So the final option, Lunar L1. Actually close to the star, so nothing? Really? Ah, okay. I expect them to be here, but no. Although, this does gives us a nice way back to base. Which I'll take. It's kind of out there. Return to base. Oh, we got these guys. Let's get some information, talk to Alethea, and just wrap all things up we got so far. We're glad to be assistants. What do you know about the Imperial Trade Guild? The Imperial prefix is a bit ambitious, for a guild that scarcely ventures outside a handful of sectors. Like the mere Second Legion in their employ, they wear the tattered garments of their former glory, figuratively speaking. Something may be lost in the translation, but the traditions and charter do legitimately trace back to the fallen empire. They charge much for mundane knowledge, but fail to see the value of or free advice. Doing business with the devout will cost them everything. As a practical matter, they are the only group we are aware of that not only sells artifacts, but purchases them as well. Indeed, they have no artifacts to sell for us. We got some silver. Buy price. Aluminum is cheap. Adamantium is kind of cheap too for them, but that's probably still a good price. Yeah, 211. Could I get those two? What, anything we can sell for a good price? They do buy titanium. Platinum I could sell. Beryllium, we don't really need that. It's for lasers, but we don't have bigger lasers or anything that I know of, so no need for it right now. And I prefer to have adamantium. We still need more though. They use silver. Don't care too much about the silver. Platinum we can sell a few of. I think we can sell off platinum here. There. We have some platinum left, we have some silver left. Yes. More adamantium. Check. Then our friends, please. Oh, could you not be right in front of me? Thank you. Dear Alethea. Now I have a question. Should we upgrade our ship to better stuff because we can? Or shall we get the new hull and go for a maximum super ship? I can attempt to do both, because this ship is not good, not really done. But you know, it could. Have you come across any references to the Nimian, the lions? They were considered a minor species that reached space during the late Empire, followed soon after by the Kyrnian. Both were treated as minor vassal states, although the Nimian were considered senior and had more representative in the bureaucracy. As the Empire declined, their strength grew relative to the rest of the Empire. I've noticed that as a recurring pattern, and have formed a hypothesis. Civilizations that joined late did not have as much time to become dependent on their technology, and were better prepared for the sudden loss. Many of the older civilizations may have vanished completely. Our systems were hit by an informational hazard. Dr. Rama vaguely alluded to you in her observations. Ah yes, Dr. Rama's famously candid observations. I use my imagination for specifics. It's true of further investigations into the fallen empire, specifically the heretics, have hinted that they were investigating what we call informational hazards. It actually was a hot topic in the xenoculture back when I graduated, also known as forbidden knowledge. It referred to information that posed a threat in itself, somewhere between a computer virus and intrusive thought. It was proven that all neural networks were theoretically at risk. Aston Gerrit has observed that the heretics have been doing a lot of research into low or no-tech data storage systems True. We'd assumed that this was to preserve the knowledge in the event of widespread collapse. But some of the archives you recovered suggest they were at least as concerned with data storage methods that didn't involve any computation. Apparently they were looking for ways to study forbidden knowledge without the systems becoming corrupted by it. The big gaps in their records may be partially explained by their information hygiene, as it were. So the gaps in knowledge are places where they actually, well, weren't clean enough and got ruined by the information itself. The data in the crystal you analyzed doesn't appear to be the actual forbidden knowledge they were worried about. Instead it was a sort of bad facsimile. So there was a test case, I guess. And if any neural network is at risk, we did know that the Emir were talking about brainwashed Emir. Is this information brainwashing people to become devout? Are devout infected with this information? I think they're infected with the information. I think that's it. Let's see. Research. Oh, we can't. Oh wait, we're in research. I'm dumb. Never mind. Don't mind me, I'm being stupid. Anyway, Dreadnought Hull. Research attack. Maximum hull unlocked. Operations. Dr. Milton has something for us. Resources. Good. So. Now we have access to the new hull. To new... not hull. Save design. Save. So, now we can use a Dreadnought Bridge to make our final ship. Or at least the first version of a final ship. And I think we do that tomorrow. Because I am out of time. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, hope you had fun. I think we found a great deal of things, a lot of information here. And yeah, it's getting there. We're getting a lot of pieces put together. I don't think we're nearly at the end or anything, but I mean, I know we still have some way to go. But the patterns, I'm thinking that this is a virus, computer virus, information virus that changes the people themselves, which I think is a really cool way to look at enemies. Also, I do remember that we had the 3 orbs, and one of them was a peace treaty between a non-AI and an AI. So there might be an AI involved as well. I'm very curious about all this. Anyways, but tomorrow we will find out more. I will do the save here. Pincushion has been saved. Indeed. And then with that, I'm going to call it. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Wednesday. It's good. Anyway, bye-bye. To press the music button. There we go. Goodbye, goodbye.